When did you guys shoot this?
We shot it on July the 6th during the stadium tour that we were doing across the whole of Europe. We were playing like lots of kind of big football stadiums, outdoor stadiums in Europe, and we thought filming in the Rome stadium would be a great one to film because it's an amazing stadium. It's like huge, obviously it's the Olympics, and you know the audience down in Rome, southern Italy, they're just like mental, they're crazy, you know, they're really loud and love to sing along, and so we thought it'd be a great gig to capture.
You guys have been all around the world now on the Second Law World Tour and the Unsustainable Tour, and do you remember that night? I mean, it just seems like I guess I would think that like one gig almost bleeds into the next, but do you remember that night when the performance?
Yeah, I do remember that because that was definitely a special one. But you're right. I mean, sometimes you know you can barely remember what happened like last week, let alone like
right.
a few months ago in the summer. But that was definitely a special performance, or certainly a special gig and feeling, you know, that we had when we went there, because we hadn't actually played in Rome for like 9 years or something. So
wow.
It's been a very long time since we've been there, and the last gig we had played down there in Rome was a lot smaller than 60,000 people or something. So it was great. But yeah, I remember, you know, having a good time. I guess we were kind of, you know, when you're filming a gig, you kind of got that mildly nervous thing in the back of your mind that you hope that nothing goes wrong. But I remember we went up there on stage and we just kind of like, you know, got into the groove of it and had a great time. And yeah, like I said, the audience down there is just kind of nuts. You know, it's like really loud and everyone sings like all the words and melodies and stuff. So it's wicked.
When you're talking about going into something where you know it's going to be filmed and it's going to be, you know, first concert film ever shot in 4K ultra high definition and all this stuff, and you know it's going to be released in movie theaters and all this kind of stuff, is there a lot of, from your perspective as a guy in the band, is there a lot of extra special prep that you have to put into getting ready for that gig?
Yeah, well, not too much. I mean, you know, the show, the actual like show and our gig and how we played and how the show ran, you know, with that kind of got into swing of things by that time. But we had to, you know, we had like suddenly a load of cameramen hanging around on stage, and obviously had to get a load of cameras into the show, and so we did a lot of kind of prep and rehearsals to kind of, I suppose, get used to what some of the cameramen and cameras were going to do. I mean, we had this cool spider cam thing, it's called, which kind of connects to 4 points across the whole stadium, and it flies and hovers above the crowd. You know,
nice.
You kind of see it in football games and stuff like that. So there was a couple of things where Matt like ran up and down the big thrust that goes out into the middle of the audience, where he probably knew that the cameras couldn't chase him, but ultimately, you know, we just wanted to try and capture what we'd been up to. So we weren't kind of playing up too much with cameras or anything
cool.
like that. We just wanted to kind of capture the scene in the show as it was.
Very awesome. We're talking to Dom from Muse this morning on CD 102.5. I was looking at your Twitter feed just a little bit ago. I know you guys just wrapped up some gigs down in South America and Central America, and it looks like you were on kind of the lookout for wildlife. I know you were at one point you were very you were excited you found a monkey.
I did, yeah. I saw a monkey in a tree. Kind of basic, but we've just been touring down in South America, and, you know, it's all been amazing. We just actually wrapped up in Mexico a couple of days ago, and it was just literally nuts again. I mean, I've been talking about how great the audience is in Italy, but also in Mexico, it's, you know, it's so loud. It's mental, so we had a good time down there. But we stopped off in Costa Rica for a few days just to chill, because we were, like, on our way to Mexico, so... you know, it's full Jurassic Park down there. We'd never been down there before, and it was like, you know, there's all sorts of like weird sounds and beasts in the jungle. Maybe not dinosaurs, but you know, there's lots of other like weird things that I've never seen before. But yeah, monkeys, and I don't know. We went diving as well and saw some sharks. And I'm into wildlife. I'm into David Attenborough. That's what I grew up on.
So you guys were able to take a little bit of a rest, and now so what's next? We got the big movie coming out, and so what's next for you guys?
We're kind of getting to the end of this tour, I suppose, for the Second Law. We're going to go down to Australia in December, or end of November and December, and then that's pretty much it. We might do a couple of things next year a couple of live gigs next year that we're thinking about, but really we're going to start cracking on and do some new stuff. Probably in like January, February.
Nice.
Start working on some new ideas and, you know, start and do it all again. Start over again. record an album, go on the road. It's
That's
exciting,
great.
though. We're definitely looking forward to it.
Fantastic. Again, the concert film is called Live at Rome Olympic Stadium. Definitely something that people are going to want to check out. All the fans are going to want to check it out. They can do that locally, actually. The Gateway Film Center is going to have a few screenings of that, so they can check out their website for all the details on that. Dom, we definitely appreciate you taking time to talk to us. We'll look forward to that new music once you get that stuff ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for having me. Cheers.
All right, thanks, man.